Taunse anin gogin John Langan at the Sigasune Guami Nan and Disney Cast. Well, kiskinwahamâtowin, and welcome again to the final day of kiskinwahamâtowin. We've learned many words, and I just asked you to study each word. We're just gonna start into a story of Wasagijak, and hopefully this will spark your interest to where you'll keep going with it. So hopefully after studying the words for the past 3 to 5 days of my days, you'll hear some things at least, and you'll start to catch on, and you'll feel that spark of the language as it lives within you. And that's what I was told, it lives within you. And when you start to awaken it, that's when it really starts to take a hold of you, and you want more and you thirst for more because it's part of you. Anyways, without further ado, Pegwa isa Wasagijak pitama Timoin seme met o skinegewa Mr. Temsoyet ke tem yamot awa o skinegel ekagwe wigame met isa awa o skinegel ekagwe bigesque we got yenewe wa magatatwa kapeaso tamatesque wata wigamat atwe email ewago oma atamon ka petak Wasagijak egwa neta wapenegeo awa mata satapwe tagosen tawenek ete awa kage atsemet o skinegeo Saga ko ka kemotape kawapa mato skinegewa agame tsepik wasagam tsepik e matwe kana wap smoyet ne pik mitneken wis kana wapa me o skinegewa o sampego kape kezik mamaskate o skinegewa ka eta kamsiet kapek kezik ne peke ke tapamsoyet gok mista temsoyet namanan tao kota kigwai atos katamiwa namanan tao itapatsuya egwane egota o tsepasgot Wasagijak mamatun ye tak Tanse tage se wawisiat o skinegewa. So for those of you who are curious, what the story is saying is once Wasagijak heard a story about a young man who thought highly of himself. This young man was conceited. People were trying to marry him off. The people were trying to offer him young women to marry. But every time a young woman offered for marriage, he would reject her. This is a story Wasagijak hears. So then he sets off to check up on this to see if it was true. He arrives at the place where the people were living, where the young man lived, according to the story. From a bush he looks on in secret when he sees a young man across the river, along the shore of the river. He sees him looking at himself in the water. For a long time he watches this young man, almost all day. He wonders about the young man, about his actions. All day looking at himself in the water, thinking so highly of himself. He works at nothing else. He is good for nothing. From there, Wasagijak gets up, wondering what he can do to play a trick on the young man. And if I continue with these videos, then I will continue on with the story. From this point though, I'm going to be putting Nehiawe at the bottom here so you guys can follow along. But that takes a lot of work, just so you guys know. So just know that I'm doing it. I'm doing this because I want to share that also with you guys. And I know that these videos are getting longer and longer, but I just love teaching the language as well. So hope you learned something. Pewapim gan say Moises wapim tin kakyao. Get that sick flow just trying to come in. But anyways, Moises.